Wizards team.
He's provided lockdown defense, as I said, Mark, but they're out rebounding them on the offensive end of the floor, 14-5 over 2 games, and being productive with their second chance opportunities.
Ariza making life difficult for Paul George again here in the early going. Not that time though. George with a step back. Now a chance for the Pacers to tie. George on the break, fouled by Beal. And Paul George at a LeBron-like MVP type level.
Yeah, but he came to understand what it's, at least in some small measure, what it's like to lead LeBron's life, to face the screw mark in the first round against Atlanta. It was a major adjustment for him.
Knocks down a pair. Their first 2 foul shots of the ball game coming with one chance for the Pacers to take the lead with under a minute to go here in the first quarter. George weaving through traffic and giving his team a 2-point lead.
I like when either he or Lane presence, the voice in the locker room, mimicking what the coach says. That is crucial to a team's success.
And now the Wizards up by 7. Pacers have missed 14 of the last 17 shots and continue to struggle. A whistle and
because he liked the discipline he brought. Fired. Now he's able to just be himself, coach the way he wants to, and he doesn't worry about being fired. So I think the Wizards clearly made a good
offensive end. I thought Frank Vogel's adjustment, though a simple one, putting Paul George on Bradley Beal, has been crucial. And Paul George gets a jumper to go, and Randy will use one.
A reach and a foul against Ariza. That's his second. Coach Sam Cassell, former NBA champ of the Houston Rockets.
Jump shot.
Hibbert.
This game's being played as slow as policies get made, Mark Jones.
No doubt. And Paul George trying to change all that with a long jumper. Again, they leave points on the floor. 6 of 14 from the stripe.
Turnovers, missed free throw opportunities.
The lob to George. Couldn't finish, but draws the foul up top.
He made a good challenge to, I think, impede the vision of Paul as he went to the rim. That's why the fans were reacting, because they were watching it on the video monitor.
And Paul George still learning how to become the voice of this team as arguably their best player. And you had an interesting conversation with Pacers general manager Kevin Pritchard prior to the game courtside. He said, Mark, you know, people underestimate Stevenson now. Over to George. Under 2.5 to go in the third. Backdoor cut. Nice move by George for the layup. And Indiana with its biggest lead of the night at 15. Scola back to George. George on the drive, fouled. And makes another trek back to the free throw line. The Heat face the Nets on ABC, and at 10:30, it's the Spurs and Blazers on ESPN, and it all starts with NBA Countdown at 8 on ABC, the NBA Playoffs Saturday. Both games also live on Watch ESPN, and if Kevin Durant makes another one of those inspiring, moving speeches,
Oh, how good was that?
I'm not sure what that team's going to do next.
Just, I love that he saved Russell Westbrook for last. I loved his honesty throughout the story of his journey with his mom and his brother growing up. If you weren't touched by that speech, I'm not sure you're a feeling human being.
He has set a new standard for acceptance speeches across the athletic.
But George Hill has not been afraid to mix it up. You know, reaching, slapping, he's taken it out of John Wall's hand a couple of times. He has had a very solid floor game, George Hill.
Here's West again, has a mismatch against the shorter John Wall. Stevenson passed up a 3, made the extra pass, and it pays off. Great teamwork and ball movement by Indiana.